Hi everyone, it's Heidi from Flutter by Heidi. I'm Heidi Smith, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, right in the middle of the country in South Warwickshire. And today I thought I'd use the fabulous new Enjoy the Moment stamp set. And this is one that I got as a demonstrator recently at a recent online event, and I love this kind of a sketchy effect and sort of nature. And there's some super images here. If you some of these are not native to the UK, I have to say, but obviously poppy heads are kind of well known. I'll pop a list on my blog of what all the various ones are, but you've got things like Physalis here. Did I make a note? I can't remember. I think this is a lotus seed head. Anyway, really useful stamp set, and one that's easily overlooked. But there's some fabulous little sentiments in here. And one of the things I was doing recently with my team was actually to talk about a bit of mindfulness. And one of the things in mindfulness, one of the exercises that I've used before in sessions, is actually to eat some chocolate mindfully, which means just taking a moment out and closing your eyes and savouring the chocolate. So in order to do that, I gave everybody involved a little parcel with a couple of little bars of Ritter chocolate in there. And that was quite good because actually they were different flavours, and that made it different to how I've done it previously, because people then sort of really talked about afterwards how they'd picked up on various things. So that's what I've used for the sentiment, and I've used some of the fabulous Ombre paper. It's free, so let's get using it to make this lovely little tag topper treat pouch. Lots of variations on it about, but this one I'll show you how I've got. You can see I've got the DSP on the inside of it as well, so it's all sort of that one colour that you can see. So to start off with then, you're going to need two pieces of our DSP, and you're actually just I can't find my measurements. 11 by 12 I think they are. Yes, that's fine. So 11 centimetres wide by 12 high. That's important if you've got a directional paper. Obviously it doesn't matter with this paper because it is non-directional, unless you want your shading in a particular direction. So 11 wide by 12 high. Okay, so on the 11-inch side, we're just 11 centimetre side even, we're just going to score at 3 centimetres on each side. I'm doing that on both pieces. Then all you're going to do is score again at 10 centimetres all the way, and then at 9 centimetres just cut up to that first score line if you can. Just make sure you don't go over it. I usually cut a little bit short, just because that way I can just trim with my snips, but it gives me a nice straight place to start. Okay, so that is all of our scoring done. So I'm going to take my snips now and just cut like so. Fold that side bit in, and you're just going to cut and notch out to create a little tab. So just snip up to the line. Folding it just makes it easy for you to get your scissors in and just again cut down to that little bit there. When you're scoring DSP, obviously just be careful not to be too vigorous with your scoring. It will actually go through. I've gone through very slightly on the end there, but on this one it doesn't matter because we're going to be reinforcing. Okay, so again repeat on your second piece. And I should have said I've used some iridescent pearls, which I'm pretty sure, I haven't checked actually, I'm pretty sure they're retired ones. I just felt like they'd got some nice colours that worked well with both the Bermuda Bay, which are the colours in the Osa Ombre paper, and the Blackberry Bliss as well. They've got kind of hints of purples in there. So just fold and reinforce those score lines. once those have all been folded, now the next thing you're going to do is actually take either some tape runner, or I find actually Tombow is best for this. On the one piece of paper, cover it fairly well with glue. On the other one, you know, just on that edge, but just make sure. So you're going to glue both of those pieces down. And this is how we get that really pretty ombre paper on the inside as well. And then I'm using my delightful tag topper punch, and just make sure you push that all the way in and press down. Again, all the way in, press down as well. So you're going to have two pieces like this, and what you're going to do is fold one up and sort of kind of try and keep it sort of tucked in a little bit, and then the other one's going to come round on the outside. Now it's up to you what glue you use. For speed, I'm just going to use my Seal Plus here, just on that little 1 centimetre tab. Just tuck that in. You can just see I'm just sort of coming just sort of, if you like, on the inner edge of those. And then for this one, I'm going to use a bit of wet glue on that bottom section and on the sides. And you're sort of folding that around the outside of your other piece. And what it does mean is that you end up with a really quite nicely reinforced little box, so you can put sort of chocolates and things in there which are a little bit more substantial as well. And you just need to kind of, you can see I'm just pulling that to sort of line it up with the top, and again that's the beauty of using the wet glue on this. It just gives you that little bit of manoeuvrability. And then so last little bit on each of those. And then all I'm going to do is quite simply fold that up and allow that. Just you hold Tombow just for a few moments on paper, particularly. It just sort of soaks into the fibres. And there's our basic little box. Obviously I'm going to grab some cardstock, or what you could use, which actually I didn't but I will do now I've thought about it, is you could use the reverse of the Oso Ombre. There we go. Perfect for using one of your offcuts. And a little bit of cardstock, not an envelope. Right, so a bit of Oso Ombre paper or some Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And then I'm just going to use... no, before I do that, let me show you what I'm going to do. So, take your tag topper punch. On this first one, what I've done is I have... so you've punched... I'm actually going to... yeah, I'll use the darker end. So, there's my label. And what I want to do, on my original, you'll see that's slightly shorter. And I wanted it shorter because the Enjoy the Moment isn't a massive sentiment. So all I've done is a very standard process, which is to pop it onto the edge of a post-it note, pop it back into your punch, and then just line that up in your punch, nice and straight, but so that it doesn't come right to the end. And that way you've got a slightly shorter label to create your layer already. So now I can grab my ink and just simply stamp that. Obviously we're adding it flat onto our layer. Just added a bit of stamp and seal, and with this one I love this punch because it is so easy to use the straight edges to line up. And I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals to the back before I add my pearls on. So dimensionals, just one at the bottom, one towards the top. Bit of a wonky enjoy the moment. Then I'm just going to use my take your pick to add. And I think these work really well with the Blackberry Bliss, because they've kind of got all those lovely purpley tones in them. And I did promise in my videos that I'm going to try and use more sparkles. So what I am using is this lovely ribbon that we had at Christmas, which is an iridescent ribbon, and it is fabulous because what it does is it picks up the colours of pretty much whatever colour you use it on. And so all I've done is I've just cut a shortish piece there. Just going to fold that in half. It's quite a stiff and sturdy ribbon, so it'll take just a little bit of work to get it through. And there we have a little mindfulness chocolate treat pouch to be ready for people to enjoy that chocolate moment. Try it, it's really good. Just sit and savour a bit of chocolate and let everything else pass you by. Enjoy that moment. I hope you enjoy your moments crafting. Really good for your mental health at the moment. And if you'd like to purchase any of the products you've seen today, pop along to my blog at flutterbyheidi.co.uk or my Stampin' Up shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, or if you go to the description bar below the video, you'll find the links to the products in my shop there. Thank you for watching. Come back and see me again soon. Bye.